More power! A Crossout video by Dangerously Incompetent. Now with hovers, despite all the hoverness, some hovers are still zipping around all over the place so fast, they're changing direction so fast, it's hard to lead your shots and hit them. And they just dodge your lazy, slow cannon shots as it's coming in. And, oh, how do they do that? Well, not this one. This one feels like it's flying through mud. And the reason should be pretty apparent. It's got a load of structural parts and it's put them away from its centre, so its rotation is really slow and wallowy and ooh. But it's got some lovely spaced armour, which means it takes a few shots before it starts getting crippled. Now the way to speed it up, give it a bit of an adrenaline boost, is to strip off the structural parts. So but that has drawbacks. If we look at our durability and our mass, 960 durability, 6,269 mass, and if we strip off some of this spaced armor structural parts, there we go, and our mass has gone down to 4,790 from 6,000 whatever it was, 200. So that's about 1,500 kilograms are gone. But of course the durability has dropped significantly, and now we can zip around a good deal faster, much more acceleration, and the turning isn't so oversteery, which makes it easier to rotate and get on your target and shoot, and you can zip around, much better chance of getting out of the way of things. But much less durability, and oh look at those hovers, they are totally exposed, as is everything else. Oh dear. So not ideal. It's a trade-off. But sometimes, whoops, no, when I'm messing around in my hovers, I come across someone with an extremely similar build. They seem to have the same cabin, same Icarus layout, same engine, same structure and other parts. So they've got the same mass and the same layout. It's almost the same identical build, but they're zipping around faster than I am. And it got me wondering how they were doing it. And I really am comparing like with like. Not that I've got a max one and that's what, 300 kilograms extra and they don't, or something like that. No, it's really like for like, but they're zipping around much faster than me, accelerating much faster, not going faster because the hovers have a 75 kilometer an hour limit. Got me to worrying, what is it, how are they doing it? Is there some secret layout of parts that means you can accelerate faster? But then I thought, hang on, upgrades, because recently the upgrade system was overhauled. Used to be you took three whatevers, say a growl, and you mashed them together and you got out one growl with a little extra bonus. And during this period I upgraded my growls for cabin tonnage, plus 10% cabin tonnage and plus 10% weight limit. But now you mash three growls together and then you get three random bonuses, and you choose them from a list. Well, it chooses them from a list. You don't get to choose. It's all random. So if we we have to pick a different one. Let's do this one. So here we can see three cabins mashed together and you get one reliability one at random and one power one and one handling one. And I was looking over these and thought, mass minus 17%, that would help a little bit. Reduce the mass, which means you got the same amount of power, less mass, you accelerate faster. But that's not an awful lot. And then I noticed this on handling. Power, plus 20%. For this, if you take a cabin that has this upgrade and slot it in where before you had a regular cabin, you will accelerate 20% faster because you've got 20% more power. I thought, okay, let's get me one of those. So I did. Took me 3 tries. So this and these two are the result of mashing together 9 growl cabins. So it's a bit expensive, a little bit expensive, but 20% more power. Let's slot it in and see how it does, shall we? Pork. And take it for a test drive. Whee! Well, still wallowy, still fairly wallowy, but I want to say it's a bit more acceleratory, a bit more faster off the blocks, and it's less trouble, you know, with the rotation and conservation of angular momentum, which means when you start turning, it's hard to stop turning. It turns better and it zips around better, I think. But then again, maybe that's just my perception, because I know I've got a growl with 20% extra power, so therefore I must accelerate faster. So when I look, I think, oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. What we need is a more stringent test. And here it is. At the top of your screen, regular growl cabin. At the bottom of your screen, 20% extra power growl cabin. I'm going to back them against the wall so they're stationary. Then I'm going to hit the accelerate button and hold it down until they pass 75 kilometers an hour, which is maximum speed for a hover. And they're off. Power growl wins, followed shortly by regular growl. Power growl managed 0 to 75 kilometers an hour in 1.67 seconds. Regular growl managed it in 1.93. So definitely a difference. And that difference in acceleration is an advantage in battle, because you'll be zipping around and dodging your enemy's fire, and then you can return fire and destroy them and carry them battle and win. Huzzah! Yeah, it definitely sounds worth it when you put it that way, doesn't it? I wonder how much it cost me. Well, I can buy a new growl cabin for 35 coins, and it took me 3 tries, so I used up 9 cabins. Makes it around 315 coins that cost me, that growl, that extra acceleration, 20% extra power. Yeah, that was worth it. But wait, there's more. If the growl's got a new upgrade, the power upgrade, what about the engine? Has the engine got a new upgrade? Is a new upgrade that I can use to accelerate even faster? And what about the Icarus, the hover? Maybe there's something there. Let's have a look. Let's start with the engine and upgrade. Blah 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 blah. Bonus to power, 10%. 10% extra power on your Colossus. That sounds good, doesn't it? Where's the stats of it? I mean, you get plus 50% power from the Colossus, which is up 50% of the cabin, I believe. So is that 10% added on? So if you now got 60% of the cabin, or have you just got 10% of 50%? So you've got 55%. I don't know. But still sounds it's very tempting. It is very tempting. And if we have a look at the hovers, that's the right type of hover. Yes, it is. Upgrade. Durability, mass, resistance to a damage, tonnage, power penalty reduced by 15%. Well, that's not so good, because the power penalty for the Icarus is 5%. So 15% to 5%, not a lot. That doesn't sound so good. Here we are. Here's pay dirt. Acceleration efficiency increased by 10%. That sounds very tasty, doesn't it? Acceleration efficiency. I wonder what exactly it means, but extra 10%. That means you're zipping around even faster, well, accelerating even faster. Left, right, dodge, duck, dive, dip. Oh, I wonder how much that. Oh, but hang about. I got 4 hovers on that build, and they're epics. Hovers, I can buy a new hover for 427. 9 Icaruses, because it take 3 tries. Well, you don't know how many tries it's going to take, because it's random which one of these you get, and you might not get that one. I might get it the first turn. Might only cost me 3 hovers to get 1 Icarus with 10% extra acceleration, but I might not get it on the first one, or the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, the sixth, the seventh. You don't know when you're going to get it, so it could be really expensive. Well, let's call it 3. Shall we? 3 tries. So 3 tries means 9 Icaruses, and I got 4 on the build, 427 coin. That comes out at about 15,000 coin. That's going to sting a little. I might have to realise some investments to scrape that much money together and build or buy those Icaruses. But would it be worth it? Well, I do use hovers a lot. I think I will, but it'll take me some time. Well, I've got a new aim in Crossout. Step up the Icarus power 3 more points, as my good friend Frank would say.